Green over there.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost Town guy, I'm back. I got 2 live streams going on. Is that even possible? Can I do that? I think I can. Yeah, I do. I do have 2 live streams going on at the same time. It's so strange. Do I like? What kind of music do I like?
And this is the best way to correct it.
I like all kinds of music. I wonder how delayed these are going to be. It's my second stream over here. Trippy. Okay, getting back to the chat here. So I keep moving that. I shouldn't. Ghost Town guy. I like all kinds of music. Everything from Beastie Boys to, rock and roll. I are here, Lisa. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I had to restart my cell phone. Something happened to my phone. It's on now. I have it streaming on the other side there. You want to see the other live stream I got going on. I don't listen to the opera either. I can't afford the tickets. Hey, Ross. So cheap RV living. Sarah's going to be on that channel, I think. She's getting an interview. They're a pretty big channel. And Sarah mentioned me to that channel as a content for them to put me on as an interview as well. So I don't know. That could be interesting. I've watched that channel for a long time, and I pop in here and there and see what they do, but or who they're interviewing. But I used to watch a lot more prior to my trip, not really now. Yeah, David. And when I first started my trip, I was planning how to build my little setup according to what I was watching on that channel. So yeah, not completely, but took bits and pieces from here and there. But I did use them as a like an information base I would snag. Yeah. Hey, Darla. Yeah. So apparently, Bob contacted Wonder Hussey to see if she would be on the channel for an interview, and she recommended me as well. And it sounds like he's really interested. I sent off, my contact information and see where it goes. But that'd be really cool. Mine was built a little differently than everyone else's, but I built my car around 14 days, not 30. I originally planned 30 days, but that's too much water in that little car. And I'm more, because of what I do, I've turned more into a nomadic minimalist YouTuber, I guess. I don't have a lot of possessions anymore. Only what I absolutely need, like my cooking utensils, my clothing, stuff like that, and all my gear, which is mostly, stuff like this, or my cell phone, my computer stuff. So I live a lot differently than everyone else would be. I use my battery packs basically in my SUV to feed my equipment, and that's it. Not really to try and make popcorn with or anything like that. Well, Darla, part of her problems, I think, have to do with Toyota not explaining how to take care of her equipment. It was aftermarket equipment. And when you use, Darla, as you know, when you use racing equipment on the street, you have to take different precautions and care for those things. They're somewhat delicate. And if you're not keeping up with greasing those with that fitting, that Zert fitting, you're going to mess up something. And I think she messed something up on the car, but I think they're taking care of it all. That rear window problem is a Toyota problem. The dirt gets into the window where the window slides up and down. It's a bad design. I told her to take the fuse out, just simply pull the fuse out once it's up, and she'll never have a problem with it coming down again. Bad design, bad engineering. It didn't get tested well enough. I think they ran to market quicker than they should have with the back end of that car. BMW got it right, minus the locks going bad after 5-10 years. I agree with you. I've had nothing but, I've had small problems with the BMW, but there were expected problems with all the rubber hoses going out and whatnot. But if you stay on top of it, you should be fine. I would like to see her car, when it's, turning 10. Yeah, I know, it's only 2017. It's just a baby. But she's really hard on her equipment. Little girl, but she treats her, she's hard on her equipment. She doesn't treat it bad. It's just, I've been in the car when I've been thrown around in it. Let's put it that way. The top of my head has met the top of the inside of her car several times. Anyway, that's interesting news. I'm always looking to do stuff like that, collaborate, and see if I can reach more viewers, see if they would be interested in the type of living that I have. I find it challenging, frightening at the very beginning, challenging the whole way through. And only just recently have I really felt comfortable waking up, doing what I'm doing. David Carl. Ghost Town guy's a hoarder. Yeah, it'll be interesting to collaborate with them. I think it will be good to meet him. I've actually met him once before, but it was in a weird kind of situation. It was in a Walmart. Him and I were both in the same Walmart at the same time. Here in Pahrump. He's based out of the same town, so it was bound to happen. Sarah and I are planning a live feed here soon. Beware, live feed coming. You like that, Darla? I made that video a while back. I never put it together. I watched it recently, and I still like the hike, so I put it up. Jan on the channel, if Jan's watching, chimed in about Owl Canyon on one of our discussions somewhere. Anyway. It would expose me to a lot more, yeah. Yeah, the canyon itself was pretty breathtaking, minus the flies. I think I ate 3 flies while I was out there, so it just flew in my mouth and down my throat. Robert, yeah, I have watched her channel. I've actually reached out to Morgan to see if she wants to collaborate. I wouldn't mind traveling around a bit and collaborating. It should be called Fly Canyon, that's for sure. Dennis Nelson. Oregon, not anytime yet. She wears skimpy clothes. That's probably all she can afford right now. Well, hi, Bill. McLoon. And Larry, it would be great to come to the US and have a bud with you. Well, come on in. Deborah, your intensity is amazing. Intensity? I didn't know I was intense. I tried to be more calm, I think, than intense. But is intense good, I guess? I guess it can be good. Good. Well, thank you, Deborah. Well, Darla, a lot of people can say that, Wonderhouse wears skimpy clothes too. And cheers to you, John Anthony McClune. Those mailboxes were pretty nice. No, Eric, I think there was another, I think I took the wrong way in, Eric, I think. The right way in would be the way I was walking towards, so, in the canyon. Because I did see a lot of heavy equipment trails or tracks going through that yellow field of flowers. You can kind of see it in the video too. But they were going off into the distance. I didn't travel much further than that, though. Pahrump is a fairly new town. and very modern, Ross. I've done videotape or video recording here in town. I still have some of that footage, but the audio did not come out, so I have to go and redo all that. It was a whole day's worth of videoing, and I couldn't use any of it except for B-roll. But it's an interesting town. There's some really interesting parts to it, so I'd like to expose that. And it has a bad rap too. It really shouldn't. It's a really nice town. Only when she has to. Yeah, she dresses up. She's not hanging half out. You're absolutely right, Charlie. Yes, she has. She's been doing this a long time, Sarah. Sarah Jane, that is. Her real name is Sarah Jane. It's not just Sarah. She's corrected me many times on that. Yes, I've done a lot of videoing in Pahrump, Nevada. I just haven't gotten good audio out of it. There were some rocks in that, in the further back in that mailbox, there were some rocks. It isn't. You guys are bringing up something really interesting with how people dress, how I dress. Anyone who's public, how we dress. I'm fairly minimal, so I don't carry a lot of stuff. I only have a handful of shirts and a handful of pants. Literally, I have like 2 pairs of pants that I really use, and then I also have probably 5 or 6 more shirts. So I've really pared even my clothing down. I don't have a huge wardrobe, in other words. People who do this full time understand why I elected to do that. It saves a lot of room. Like right now, my duffel bag is full of dirty clothes that I have to go and clean next week. So, and once those are clean, the duffel bag's empty, but my clean clothes duffel bag will be full. So, the problem just moves around the car. So the less you have, the better off you're going to be, I guess is what I'm trying to say with clothing. I mean, I can see a lot of people seeing that I wear the same shirt. This is a Walmart $6 shirt that I pick up anytime, I get a stain or something. I just throw it away and buy another $6 shirt. I have a white shirt. I have a black shirt. I have a blue shirt, and now I have a red shirt. So I've got about 4 or 5 of those. I don't think people care, but we're sitting here mentioning how Morgan dresses kind of loosely. Well, it's probably because she can't afford anything else right now. I mean, her channel's doing pretty good. I think she has like 40,000 followers or something like that. But she gets mostly, donations through her channel, like very much like I do. Paul Atkins, thank you. It took me a while to adopt that mentality of just losing stuff. When I first started this trip, I've said this a few times, I had a lot more stuff than I have now. I've thrown stuff out that I don't need. Extra pots and pans that were not being used. I'm down to 1 pot and 1 pan, and an iron skillet, of course, because, well, I like my steaks on an iron skillet. Clothing, even my utensils. I'm just down to, I can sit 4 people down at a meal, but they have to bring their own plates, that kind of thing. Well, when you get to it, well, Mark, of course. Not a lot of people care for her, Deborah. She's kind of a weird one. But you love pot. AJ's here, everyone. Hey, AJ, how are you? We've been enjoying your videos. Your dogs. John, it's raining there. Back to work, Mark goes. Well, I hope so. Her channel is completely different. She's more like a vlogger. She vlogs about her life, not about the adventures she goes on. The adventures are part of her life. It's interesting. Yes, it could go to Goodwill, but I should have thought of that before I threw it out. Dennis, you're right. You don't really clean it like a normal pan. You do let it patina. Well, Deborah, some guys don't mind being preyed on, believe it or not. Some guys are out there to find a girl like that. Toby and Tucker. I love your dogs, Adrian. If you ever need help, let me know. It's easy to be mean, right, Deborah? But everyone has their demons, and she's driving around avoiding her demon, I think. Oil. Yeah, you patina it with the oil, exactly. Yeah, so how has Adrian been? Adrenaline, excuse me, I keep saying Adrian. Adrenaline Jackie, AJ. I just got back from a horrendous hike yesterday. I went on that's why my video is late. It was supposed to be released automatically at 10, but I think I put 10 p.m. So my bad. But when I got back from the hike, I realized what was going on. I released the video. AJ, I went on a hike to Dante's View Ridgeline hike, and that kicked my ass. It was a total of 10 miles over rocky terrain, and it took forever. It was started at sunrise, and I think I got back to the car around 3 o'clock, 2 or 3 or something like that. It was nuts. But yeah, we should go out and do an explore sometime. Definitely. Well, you have to be, Scott, you have to be a moderator to do that. It wasn't the most fun thing. No, the views were beautiful, and the video will be coming out about that. But the hike was grueling, but the view at the end was pretty spectacular. It's a beautiful hike. But it was very hard. And you have all the good days off, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday? The greens were intense, and that's very little messing around with color in that video. Bill, I think that was April sometime, April, May. You're right, Lisa. Jackie needs an adventure, but Jackie is the adventure most of the time. Got flying here. David. AJ has plenty of protection, let me tell you. A fat tire electric bike? I don't think so. I couldn't haul that around. AJ, I got a lot of things going on right now, but I will connect with you on a hike or an adventure, most likely. AJ's not really into hikes unless there's a really cool ending to it, like you're at a cabin or something. But I got a lot of things popping around right now, but as soon as those things clear up, like my phone getting fixed, yes, AJ, I'm getting my phone fixed. I'm actually getting it repaired. Partly because a lot of the new phones don't have the small microphone jack that you need. Thank the Lord. Well, yeah, you know when it's time to fix your phone when it starts cutting you, you know? I'm off forever too, but I kind of work every day. You know, I work on what I like to do, which is being out in the middle of nowhere and editing videos. Pamela's here. So I hiked 10 miles in mountain conditions, actually. That was crazy. Well, the police is playing on the radio. Hopefully they get the revenue from this video I'm creating. Because they can't stop losing you. Okay, folks. So this, me popping on was more, nobody's watching over here. That's good. Because I'm not talking to this phone. Yes, I'm going to end that stream there. Because everyone's here talking. Was Lisa, were you on the other stream? I had 2 streams going at the same time. I don't know if you guys knew that. I had a peak of 5 people in that stream. You lost a subscriber. Are you guys here all subscribed to AJ's channel, Adrenaline Jackie's channel? She's fun. Check her out. If you haven't, you might want to check it out. Maybe we can get her that 1 subscriber left. Who left? She has 2 beautiful dogs that used to be super big dogs, but now they're fit dogs. And I mean big as in like they got too much food. Tubby puppies. Who did? Who most recently? She recently went wind sailing in the parking lot. That's true, Lisa. Oh, I see. Yeah, the windy videos. She almost blew away. We do watch your videos, AJ. I like that they're short right now. Mine, you have to sit down and actually watch for a while. It's like a TV program. Some of these videos, they need to be long. The hike that I did was a very long hike, although it's probably not going to be a very long video. AJ is very fit, definitely. I put people to sleep, AJ, so if you're working, you probably shouldn't be listening to my videos in the background. Your boss will come in, you'll be sleeping at the computer. But I get a lot of, people watching the entire video because I put them to sleep about halfway through and they just finish the video asleep. That's how I get all my views. I've even put ASMR in my tags. Especially my last one. I actually fell asleep on my last one. Listening to myself talk about nothing. I'm just giving myself a hard time. I always do that. I'm not actually serious, folks. I put a lot of time and effort into those videos, and hopefully I'm not putting you guys to sleep on purpose. Hopefully you're just tired and you need some rest. I'm just helping facilitate that through me doing a lot of exercising so that you guys don't have to. An update. It looks like Sarah is doing her calendar. And I think we're going to be shooting more often than just doing one session and trying to make one calendar in one session. And we're going to try and do it over a course of time. I think is what she wants to do. To better capture her more candid shots, not setup shots. Yes, it does. I get the views. Put a lot of ads in the first 5 minutes. Then you put them towards the end where they have to go through them. You would think. Hide them towards the end when you know they're asleep. They'll watch the full ad. Very few videos I watch the full ads on. Very few. They really have to capture my attention to watch the full ad. That's just me, though. I recommend everyone to watch all the ads. I have to go back. AJ, I do have to go back to Ibex Dunes if you wanted to go do that. That's a fairly easy hike, but that's up there. I have to go back there. The only problem with AJ going out to the Ibex Dunes is there's absolutely no trash to pick up. None. Oh my gosh, Adobe loves my channel, I bet. I use their software to do these videos. Adobe Premiere Elements, 2020. I've got to go eat lunch. It's 3 o'clock. I think she did have a good birthday. She took a motorcycle ride with Scott. I think that cheered her up. Steve, I did get your email. I did see the Google Earth image you sent over. I've actually been there with Sarah. And Thank you, Lisa. Well, you should definitely, yeah. I'm not the owner of her calendar. The more people who help out with shooting her calendar, the better. I don't want to have all that on my shoulders. Can you imagine getting a month wrong? Oh my God. She answers her messages. Just email her or message her, AJ. Ciao, Lisa. Yeah, Sarah's taken me through there a few times. Yes, Darla. Although I think Jessica's been kind of tied up with going back east quite a bit, and she's very COVID-19 concerned. She has a lot of health issues herself, so she's been very secluded. Yes, you can turn off R2. I call my phone R2. Yeah, food is on my horizon. Get you later, Pamela. Well, what I have to say, AJ, about Sarah is that she's very, very picky about her style. So there have been some photos I've shared with her that I thought were going to, blow her socks off, but she didn't really like them too much or something. I'm not quite sure. But she's very specific about what she's looking for. That must be Adrenaline Jackie doing that. The approving. And I have to say thank you for that. The isolator relay is coming along slowly, but it's moving because of ZAM. Totally get it, AJ. It's weird what people see in themselves. Things that people don't even see. It's funny you bring that up. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to go get something to eat and then call it a night. Pecan pie whiskey. That sounds really good. Okay, Bobby, Paul, AJ, everyone. I will talk to you in a little bit. Everyone's walking in with a box of pizzas. Dogs walking around like crazy. Things are getting back to normal, I hope. I'll talk to you guys in a few. That's my standard closing, but you can't do that in this world of streaming. And well, I guess I could do that.